All right, so we are officially halfway through this huge 30-day content challenge I set for myself. I honestly wasn't entirely sure if I would actually manage to keep up the pace every single day. But wow, look at this. We have already seen a bunch of positive changes in channel growth and engagement just by day 15. I truly did not expect things to shift this quickly in just 2 weeks of effort. Changing up the entire routine and implementing new systems has been the real game changer for momentum. As I mentioned in my last quick update, doing the exact same thing repeatedly while expecting a different outcome is simply insanity. If your own content growth feels completely stuck right now, you probably need to seriously shake things up too. Going into this challenge, I had some serious legitimate anxiety about the commitment. The main question was, how on earth am I going to crank out one new short video every single day for a whole month? Historically, those short clips always took me forever to produce from start to finish. I'd be deep in the weeds editing a long-form video and then suddenly remember, oh right, I still have to make a short today. That memory would instantly trigger this mad scramble to film, edit, and export everything for Shorts, Reels, and TikTok. But I'm happy to report that the last 2 weeks have been the complete opposite experience, thankfully. I have actually been able to batch produce a ton of shorts surprisingly quickly lately. You might be wondering why this is, and for me there are two main reasons. First, I finally built a solid, repeatable workflow from the ground up. Second, I aggressively leaned on specific tools that actually speed up the slowest, most tedious parts of the process. Today, I really want to walk you through that exact proven process so you can easily replicate these results for yourself. Step 1, of course, starts with the crucial element of brainstorming ideas. If your goal is to publish one short every single day, you absolutely cannot just sit around waiting for inspiration to strike you. You must have a dedicated, overflowing ideas bank ready to go at all times. For my part, the biggest trick that worked was setting specific themes or formats that I could reuse and then reinterpret easily. I literally split a big page into different corners and assigned a theme to each one. My corner themes included things like camera gear, quick tips, and quick Lightroom mini tutorials. I also used motivational one-liners, specific photography hacks, and video editing bites for variety. Finally, I made space for Final Cut shortcuts and before and after grading comparisons. Once I had all those topic buckets clearly defined, I spent about an hour just riffing and filling them up. By the time I finished that initial session, I had more than 30 solid ideas mapped out perfectly. Of course, some of those initial ideas got cut later on or replaced by fresh concepts as the month went on. But having that massive bank meant I was never, ever starting from absolute zero at the beginning of any day. Next up is step 2, the actual scripting of the content. From that big initial brainstorm, I pulled out the top 10 strongest ideas to script first. Short-form scripting is significantly easier than writing for a long-form video, which is a major plus. This is because each short usually centers around just one core idea or a single punchline, making the writing incredibly focused. For a longer piece, you're weaving many different points together into a complex narrative over 10 or 15 minutes. But for shorts, you simply write the main, core line, and 2 small supporting beats, and then you are completely good to go. I personally choose to script nearly every single word for word, which might surprise some people. This isn't really because I plan to recite it verbatim every time, but more because it keeps the filming process extremely fast and reduces the need for frustrating retakes. With those first 10 scripts fully written and ready in my hand, I could film an entire batch in just one session. This meant I was no longer interrupting my important daily flow every single time a new short needed to be created. Step 3 is all about the actual filming process itself. Here's the basic effective setup I've been relying on for this series. I use a clean, uncluttered background to keep the focus exactly where it should be. I position one key light directly behind me to help add a nice separation effect from the background. Then I add another soft key light specifically to illuminate my face evenly. My primary camera setup on a tripod captures super clean audio and lets me achieve that desirable shallow depth of field. I film everything at 4K resolution running at 25 frames per second, which is important. Filming at 4K allows me to punch in just a little bit during post-production to simulate different framing angles later on. During the actual shoot, I keep either my laptop or a printed script nearby on a small chair. This helps me glance at the lines without ever completely losing the current moment or breaking eye contact with the lens. Now, let's talk about a few small filming hacks that really save a ton of perceived time during production. The first one is simple, just change your outfit between filming different scripts. Even if you shot all the footage back to back in one single day, swapping a shirt makes it feel like clips were filmed across multiple days, adding subtle authenticity. Also, you must batch all of your necessary B-roll footage in one go. After I finish all the talking head segments, I spend about 20 to 30 minutes capturing product shots or environment scenes. I always try to capture these with the same backdrop for visual consistency across the batch. If I absolutely cannot get a particular B-roll shot that I envision, I simply grab high-quality stock footage instead. This brings me to something that genuinely made the actual editing stage feel significantly faster than before. I rely on a dedicated subscription service for all my music, sound effects, and the stock clips I mentioned. Previously, that service was primarily just a music resource for me, to be honest. However, their expanded stock library and sound effects library are truly high quality and are very well keyworded, which is important. When I sit down to edit a short, I immediately pull 5 to 20 relevant clips to visually support every single one of my talking points. This is critical because it stops the video from just being me staring directly into the camera for too long. Here is a serious pro tip that saves time later. Build a small, curated library of your favorite tracks and sound effects ahead of time. I suggest downloading 20 to 30 songs that fit different moods, plus a few core categories of sound effects. By doing this crucial work up front, you are never stuck hunting for the perfect audio for every single edit session. That leads us directly into step 4, which is the editing phase. This is, without a doubt, the part of the process that used to take me an absolutely agonizing amount of time. My old manual flow used to be cut the talking head, find B-roll, add music and SFX, then color grade, add motion graphics, and finally export. Modern editing software is fantastic for those necessary manual tweaks and fine adjustments, and I still use it for that exact reason. But I recently discovered a single feature that has been a massive, unbelievable time saver for me. It's an AI tool that automatically extracts the most shareable, high-impact clips directly from a much longer video file. Instead of manually trawling through an entire 30-minute sit-down video to locate those crucial 5 to 7 second punchlines, the AI does the heavy lifting. It intelligently identifies the moments most likely to generate high engagement metrics for you. The system picks out the potentially viral parts, spits out a few different versions instantly, and you get to choose, tweak, or reframe them right away. Why this new step is so important is simple. Instead of spending hours just hunting for the right clip, I now receive a pre-vetted shortlist of strong candidates. I absolutely still perform all the final creative touches myself, of course. This includes refining the final cuts, applying a quick color LUT, layering in the perfectly chosen music and SFX, and dropping in my motion graphics. But the biggest time sink, the actual identification of the best clip, is now basically eliminated from my to-do list. Another incredibly sweet feature is the automatic scheduling capability, built right into the system. Once I have a full batch of polished clips ready to go, I can set the exact posting cadence and just let the tool publish them on schedule automatically. This completely eliminates manual uploads or the headache of juggling different optimal posting times for each platform. Now, I need to be completely clear about something regarding these AI editing tools on the market. Many of the available options tend to fall into two specific camps that always seem to frustrate me as a creator. The first camp consists of the cheap ones that only perform a single narrow trick before forcing you to do everything else manually, like clipping only or captioning only. The second camp is the enterprise options that charge an astronomical amount of money, assuming you are running a massive professional studio operation. What I genuinely appreciate about the specific tool I've been using is that it strikes that perfect middle ground. It offers intelligent auto edits, extremely easy scheduling functionality, and a visual content calendar for planning everything out. That content calendar feature is honestly low-key a lifesaver for staying organized throughout the month. You can easily drag and drop clips, shift publish dates around, and make those last-minute swaps without breaking a visible sweat. It's important to remember this is not some magic wand that removes your creative judgment from the process entirely. What it does do is remove nearly all the repetitive grunt work, so you can focus on being creative much, much faster. Returning to the nitty-gritty editing details, I always start by cutting the talking head footage down to just the absolute strongest, most essential line of dialogue. Then, I listen to the takes at double speed using the visual audio waveforms to quickly spot the best natural performances. Mastering keyboard shortcuts is your absolute best friend in this entire editing environment. Use them constantly to jump quickly left or right of your playhead and slice clips with maximum speed. After the talking head is fully assembled and locked in place, I drop in my own footage or stock clips, then I focus on the color grade. For color, I generally start with an adjustment layer that has a corrective LUT, then add my personal warm skin tone LUT at about 60 or 70% opacity. I follow that up with a light color wheel tweak just to balance out any remaining white balance or exposure inconsistencies across the shots. Once I've finalized a look that I really like, I copy that entire adjustment layer across every clip from the same shoot so I never have to grade them individually. Sound design is truly what gives every short video its unique personality. If the short has a motivational tone, I always select an uplifting track that features light piano melodies or gentle strings. Conversely, if it's a quick, fast-paced tutorial, I look for something rhythmic that stays unobtrusive in the background. For any motion graphics I use, make sure you add punchy sound effects. Those tiny blips and subtle swishes add massive perceived polish. Again, building that library of music and SFX from your resource saves me entire hours because I am not searching frantically for every single edit. Finally, we arrive at the very last stage, which is the export process. For almost everything I push to Shorts, Reels, or TikTok, I just use the standard built-in social media presets. Nothing fancy at all. The resulting file quality has been consistently great, and the uploads look sharp and clear across every platform I check. If you really want to push the final look of the video further, you certainly can color grade and export everything manually, but for most creators, the standard presets work just perfectly fine. So how exactly did I transition from feeling totally scared and overwhelmed to being this incredibly efficient creator? It was the powerful combination of meticulous batching, leveraging stock asset resources, and implementing a smart auto edit plus scheduling workflow. That whole transformation turned what felt like a week of scrambling into just a few focused hours of highly productive work. The AI that intelligently pulls those viral clips is certainly not perfect. Sometimes it misses a subtle nuance or a very specific joke, but it reliably gets you about 80% of the way there automatically, which saves massive amounts of time in the long run. You still need to add your own final layer of creativity on top, but you no longer have to act like a detective digging endlessly through raw footage for that one hidden gem. If you are thinking about trying this system yourself, here's how you should start. Begin with themes. batch all your scripts together, film 8 to 12 talking heads in one long session. Next, gather all your B-roll footage, or simply grab it from high-quality stock libraries, then let the AI handle the hard work of locating those punchlines. Finish the whole package with a quick human pass for color, SFX application, and final caption checks, and then use that content calendar to plot out your releases. One last practical tip for filming: always act like you are delivering that final perfect punchline in a single, continuous take. That inherent confidence really comes through on camera, and the AI tool is much better at picking up those truly strong, confident moments easily. Alright, I really have to go now. The gym completely drained me today after holding a heavy camera rig on a stand for a long while. This entire efficiency setup, the filming, the batching, the smart tool integration, has been tiring, but honestly, it is so incredibly rewarding. If you are currently attempting a 30-day challenge, or just striving for greater daily consistency, please give this batching plus automated editing plus asset library a serious shot. It might not feel as glamorous as you hoped, but I promise that consistency and solid systems always beat random bursts of sporadic effort every single time. If you actually want it, I can drop the exact comprehensive checklist I use for this entire process right into the comments. This includes my themes page, my template script, the detailed filming checklist, and the exact folder structure for all my media and asset libraries. Just let me know down below, and I will happily share that entire package with you. I will see you all in the next update. Let's go finish this 30-day run strong together.